reassess what's been happening with the cleanup effort. As you can see, there is a lot to clean up. So they're going to meet at midnight. They say that they really don't think that the airport will be able to reopen tomorrow. It may be, as they say, they may be able to have partial operation, but that the airport couldn't go back to full operation maybe for 48, maybe as many as 72 hours. So everything is pretty much up in the air out here. Once again, the airport is shut down. Most of the damage is what you can see. It looks a lot worse. It really does look a lot worse than it is. It's false ceiling that came down. They only had minor injuries out here. They had one woman who was fairly advanced in a pregnancy who had some problems. They put her in an ambulance, got her out right away. She reportedly tonight is okay. And
well, we have a couple of people who came that close tonight, and we showed you that first video, the first sense we had that something was very severely wrong, just how bad the quake was, and that was our own helicopter video of the top section of the Bay Bridge collapsing onto the bottom section, about a 50-foot long section that created that chasm. Now, this was our own video earlier tonight. Again, there you see it. Well, Thomas and Debbie Kelly from Oklahoma City were driving on the Bay Bridge right behind a car that actually drove into that chasm. In fact, you can see the car there, and they're here with us now, and they had the presence of mind to do what a lot of us, probably even in this business, wouldn't have done, and that is to pull out their home video camera and to shoot this. And this is the video that you actually shot. Thomas, Debbie, can you tell us what we're seeing here? Now, you're right at the front of this.
Yeah, we are. We came up on it, and then we turned around. We saw the break in the bridge, and we turned around, and I pulled out the camera when we saw this.
Look at this.
Oh, my gosh.
And that was my reaction, oh, my gosh. And I just froze. We couldn't believe it.
All right. Now, you could see the break at that point?
Yes, we had just turned around. Right. We were sent up there with about 100 other vehicles, and it was sort of mass confusion when we got to this break. But these two cars were quite a ways back behind the rest of the group.
Thomas, you say you were sent up there. Were they already aware of damage? We understand the first three. Here's the slow motion which we've put together of this car going off the edge.
Gosh.
You were given permission to go up there.
It was a mistake. They sent about 100 cars by mistake.
Told us to turn right at the bridge.
Turn right and go across. So, and when we saw it, we decided this is not what we need to do.
Well, they clearly then did not know that the bridge had broken at this point. Here we are seeing it again. Even the folks trying to handle this.
We had heard rumors. We were told or rumored that there was a break in the bridge, but when we got there and they said turn right and go across, it was, well, you know, maybe we don't know any better. Maybe we were misinformed to begin with.
As you looked at what was happening in the other cars around you, how were all the other drivers responding? Did they know the same thing you did?
By this time, they had already turned around, and there were 3 vehicles on the bridge at that time. The one that went in, the Toyota pickup, and us, and that was it.
And when we turned around, we saw these people coming, and we thought, well, you know, stop them. And right. I don't guess the guy ever saw us because he was just going 50 or 60 miles an hour.
Yeah. Right.
And
just passed us and
never recognized it. He never stepped on the brakes. It didn't appear.
Could you tell us now what you saw after that occurred? Did you see the emergency vehicles come, or did you simply get off the bridge?
No, we were there for an hour and a half. We saw the people on the other side attempt to rescue several times. We saw the Coast Guard land a helicopter, a first attempt, and then he took off again, and Caltrans brought 3 winch trucks up, and they kept trying to get parts of the car. The whole axle and everything was bent up underneath, so there really wasn't anything good to get a hold of. There was a lot of fuel that had spilled down and run down the face of the broken section.
It's horrifying to watch this, and we're showing this to folks again and again just to give you an idea of what happened out on that bridge. These 2 folks were just trailing along there, apparently had been given permission to go up on the bridge even though we knew of the earthquake. They simply did not know the hole was there, and you saw what happened. Now, those folks have been taken out of the car. We do not know their condition at this time, though we do understand there were some severe injuries.
We watched them rescue the 2 of them. The driver, we watched them do CPR and then give up. Now, I don't know if that means they got him started and transferred.
The driver was in very bad condition the whole time. He really didn't seem to have any cognizance. The passenger seemed better able to understand what was going on and was trying to get out of the vehicle most of the time.
All right.
And one of the things that's very baffling for people who haven't been on that bridge or who don't drive it regularly is the distance that you're talking about, that someone could accelerate after being turned around in an emergency situation to that point.
We were on the bottom deck originally, and everyone was locked in because, of course, of the fallen section. And what they did was they turned the people that were going to Oakland originally, who were blocked in, off onto Treasure Island and then up on the upper deck. And they were told to turn right. And like I say, 100 or so cars, and we were from out of town, had no idea what was going on.
Which is extraordinary.
And as you approached the thing, it really wasn't obvious. I mean, it looked like a mirage in the desert or something. You could just see a very, slight gradient difference. And going 50 or 60 miles an hour, you really didn't have any time to react.
Well, we thank you for your quick reactions and that extraordinary video tonight. Again, this is being seen across the country, and now I think people, when they see that kind of footage, will understand the predicament that this area finds itself into, and Godspeed in getting back to Oklahoma.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, Thomas and Debbie Kelly, and this is their home video tonight after they were given permission to go up on the Bay Bridge, and this is what they saw. These the vehicles that we have seen all through the course of the night, being, the rescue attempt that went on. That these vehicles in the eastbound section, that is the upper section, actually collapsing and falling onto that lower section.
Incredible that they had the presence of mind to take the pictures in the middle of such an urgent situation. Right now we want